All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Boogie Down Bronx, Queens, all in Staten Island, my homebro Brooklyn. Back out with another video. And today, February 16, 2023, marks the 30th anniversary since the release of the late legendary rapper 2Pac Shakur's second album, Strictly for My Niggas. And on this album, you can kind of hear the evolution of Tupac as an artist and as a rapper. And of course, we all know his seminal debut album, 2Pac Lives Now, which was released in 1991, 2 years prior to this release, and had the classic track Brenda's Got a Baby. This album, of course, features classic bangers such as I Get Around and its legendary music video, and Keep Your Head Up, two of Tupac's most famous songs. Now, of course, we all know Keep Your Head Up was released as kind of a rebuttal to C. Dolores Tucker. If you're a hardcore hip-hop head, you know about C. Dolores Tucker. She was the one trying to get gangster rap banned back in the 90s. And Tupac was her main target. Tupac, of course, responded to her on songs like Wonder Why They Call You Bitch and How Do You Want It. But Keep Your Head Up was kind of a rebuttal to Dolores Tucker as well, because, she said gangster rap is obscene, it's misogynist, and so on and so forth. So Tupac made this kind of this woman anthem, Keep Your Head Up. It's kind of a rebuttal, like, hey, Tupac loves the ladies too, So that's the reason, of course, for creating Keep Your Head Up. We all know that by now. But like I said, man, this is a classic album. My favorite song from this album personally is a song called Point the Finger. I love that song is because there was a line on that song that kind of blew my mind the first time I heard it. Tupac said, got lynched by some crooked cops. And to this day, the same motherfuckers on the beat getting major paid. But when I get my check, they taking tax out, so we paying for the picks and knock the blacks out. When I first heard that, I was like, damn, like I never realized that, because the first time I heard that song, the first time I heard this album was, right around the time they announced they were going to make the movie All Eyes on Me, which is, of course, about Tupac's life. Around the time they announced it, like a couple months before that film came out, I kind of revisited Tupac's music career, particularly his early music career. I'd watch Tupac Resurrection. I'd watch, Murder Rap Inside the Biggie and Tupac Murders, which is a great documentary, by the way, made by Greg Kading, who was the lead detective on the Biggie Smalls case. But, and of course, because the Biggie case had to do was invest his work on Tupac. Great documentary, but check it out for all those who've never seen it. But I first heard that at the time, I was like, damn, because I had never thought about that. Like, wow, when I get my check, they're taking tax out, so we paying the pigs and knock the blacks out. Of course, we all know Tupac was assaulted by the Oakland PD. He sued the Oakland PD and, won, which is kind of rare, particularly back then. But it's rare now, but particularly back then, oh, man. But, like I said, Tupac was a rising star at this point in 1993. And then you see him there with Biggie Smalls in the back before they fell out, and we see him with Redman, right of the screen, but left to Tupac's left shoulder. And, of course, this picture with Nas. I think this was around before Nas blew up with Illmatic. I think it was around that time. But, like I said, man, what's your favorite track from this album? Mine is Point the Finger. And, of course, he had features from Treach by Naughty by Nature, Treach by Naughty by Nature, Ice Cube and Ice-T. I mean, West Coast rap legends like on the same track. You knew it was going to be a banger. You knew it was going to be fire. And that was Ice Cube at the peak of his powers, 93. I believe 93 was when Cube released Lethal Injection. 1993 is one of the greatest rap years of all time. It was not the greatest rap year of all time. The greatest rap year of all time is probably 1996. But, 93 is up there. Enter the Wu-Tang, the 36 Chambers, Snoop Dogg released Doggy Style, Ice Cube dropped Lethal Injection, and Pac released Strictly for My Niggas. But, once again, tell me what you guys think about this album. Do you think it's Tupac's magnum opus? I don't, but, it was a classic album, but was it his best album? I don't think so, but if you think so, tell me your reasons why in the comment section down below. What's your favorite track? What's your favorite track from this song and from this album, and I'm going to see you all.